In football, I mean, the number 10 jersey is synonymous with greatness. Not just in Barcelona, but like in general. So it goes back to Pele in the 60s and the 70s, with Pele and how he made that shirt really stand out as an iconic number. And then you've got the 80s where you had the likes of guys like Maradona and Platini and Lothar Matthäus. And then in the 90s where you had the likes of Romario, Rivaldo, and some others too. And the 2000s where you had Ronaldinho, and who then went on to pass the shot to Messi. You can clearly see that it's a number which holds a lot of significance. Most of the time, players who wear the number 10 might not necessarily be the captains of the team, but they are sort of like the de facto type of leader who most of the team depends on. A perfect example is with Pele. I mean, a lot of people don't actually know this, but like in the 70s, Pele was actually not the captain of Brazil. It was actually, I think it was Carlos Alberto who was the captain. But because Pele as a player was just monumental, and with that number 10 shirt, it really made him stand out as a symbol for Brazil at that time. So yeah, in the case of uh, in Lamine's case, in Yamal's case, it's a lot more different now than before because pressure is a lot more intense, especially when you're inheriting such a responsibility from a club like Barcelona, who expect you to level up and move up to the next level of your potential. Um, so far, he's actually managed to deal with challenges which have been presented to him as a player. He's someone who actually is able to thrive under such conditions. So I'm not really surprised that he's being presented with this number at this time. Now there are people out there who actually expect him to fail. You would have to with most fans, but on average, most fans of Barcelona would actually expect him to succeed, and hopefully he will. I know he will. Well, I expect him to, but I mean, you never know because there is also the worst case scenario which could happen, and I mean, as much as possible, I try not to dwell on that. Um, I mean, especially with his off-field antiques, where quite recently it's been just one story after another. But if he's able to surround himself with good role models who actually keep his feet on the ground, he should be able to carve out his own path and succeed. He might not reach the levels of Messi, but he will still be influential in terms of the impacts that he would leave behind if he just keeps his focus and just plays the best way he can.